you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and happy new year guys if you are just now clicking on my video. I hope you guys are having an awesome new year. I'm bringing you a what's for dinner video. It's a whole bunch of recipes that are really simple, budget friendly, and healthy, just in time for anybody's New Year's resolutions. We don't like to eat plain blah stuff, but I like to try to keep it a little bit healthy. So that is what I'm sharing with you, just some super easy recipes. I will link the recipe ingredients down below. Some of these recipes are out of my new cookbook for lower cholesterol by the American Heart Association, so I can't link the recipe, but I can link some of the ingredients for some of them. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you are new, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll give the video a big thumbs up, and just say hey to me down in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so for tonight's dinner, this is a brand new recipe. This isn't my basic chili recipe that I like to use. This is out of that Heart Healthy cookbook, but you know me, I'm gonna sub out a few things because for one, I just never can find the pinto beans at our store unless you get the huge jar, and I don't need like, I don't know, 50 some ounces of pinto beans. So this is actually just a Heart Healthy chili recipe. Very basic, but I'm going to add a little bit of flavor into it to try to make it a little bit better than that. But I'm going to try to see if this one works. And I'm just going to make this one on the stove because that is the basic recipe, and I thought we'll just follow that tonight. Super easy. All we need for this one, I'll take you over here and show you. So guys, all we need for this recipe is 1 pound of extra lean ground beef. I'm going to use ground turkey that's extra lean. We need 2 onions chopped up. I have 2 red ones on hand. Need 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce with no salt added, but this is Aldi's. They didn't have that. So you usually do get the low sodium. 1.5 cups of water, also 1/4 cup of water. Then we need 2 to 4 medium garlic cloves minced. So you know I'm going to pull this out of the fridge because it's from Sam's. Also need 2 15.5-ounce cans of pinto beans, but these are very similar. I got the cannellini beans, so I'm getting those, which they have no cholesterol in them. Then you can also, this is optional, you can add 1 or 2 medium fresh jalapenos and discard the ribs. My son, or my kids are kind of like wimps, so they're not going to do the jalapenos, and I like a little bit of kick, but I'm going to leave that out of this. 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I like to use the pink Himalayan salt. It's pricey in the regular stores. It's only $1 at the Dollar Tree. It's the exact same bag, so you can always find it there. Also need 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne, but I'll probably put more than that because I like it. And then 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to use, if you have a Dutch oven, use that, or a saucepan. I'm just going to cook the meat first, then I'm going to toss the onions in after the meat's no longer pink, and then we'll just drain that, and then we will add in all of the other ingredients, the tomato sauce, the water, the garlic, all of that, the beans, all the seasonings, and let it cook for about 30 minutes. Once it's cooked for about 30 minutes, we'll add, we'll mix the cornstarch into a separate bowl with 1/4 cup of water, and then we'll stir it into that because it just kind of thickens it up, and that'll only need to cook about 3 extra minutes. That's it guys, super easy weeknight chili meal. And I'm not sure yet what we will serve with this because I'll probably have a salad with this, but you know the debate in our house. My husband is team peanut butter and I am team grilled cheese. So I've actually had a few viewers write to me before, and some have said they serve cinnamon rolls with it. I'd never heard of that in my entire life, so I was intrigued by that because that sounds super yummy. But let me know what your guys' favorite thing to serve with chili is. We've had this going on forever, and I show my husband every time that people tell me grilled cheese because he swears that grilled cheese does not go with chili. He thinks it goes with like tomato soup and stuff, and I agree, but I like team grilled cheese. heart-healthy chili. There's some cheese on it and just some tortilla chips because this one's Gavin's. And we'll serve it with probably a salad and maybe if they want a sandwich with it. Okay guys, today's dinner is a brand new recipe, really odd recipe. I'm actually making my husband Ryan's grandparents a dinner. So I'm making them meatloaf. I've shared that. It's my mom's recipe. I've shared that before. And I'm making instant pot mashed potatoes. And then I've washed up some fresh green beans. I'm going to cook those. We'll take that to them. But I'm making us a different meatloaf. It's in this healthy, low cholesterol cookbook. The American blah, blah, blah. Heart Association. So this is a whole new recipe, guys. This is meatloaf with apricot glaze. I've never had anything like this. This is like a weird version. Even though hubby likes me to stay with a regular meatloaf, I want to give this a try because it's low in cholesterol and it sounds really interesting. And then I'm going to try to come up with, I've got mashed potatoes for the kids. I'm going to try to make maybe some sweet potato mashed potatoes. Never done that before. I do make the casserole loaded up with all this stuff, but I want to see if I can maybe find a lightened version of sweet potatoes. If I do, I'll share it. Otherwise, I'll be serving it with mashed potatoes. But let's go ahead and tell you what you need for this. This is a pound of extra lean ground beef. I'm going to use the extra lean ground turkey. You need a half a cup of oats. It says quick cooking, but and that's actually what they had. I prefer old fashioned, but I had quick cooking today. 1 small onion cut up. I already did that, guys. 1 small apple peeled and grated. I just took this little Dollar Tree grater that I have, cut my apple, and I just used it. Super simple. So I've got that. Then we need 2 large egg whites. I'm going to use that. If you have these containers, 3 tablespoons is equaled to 1 egg. Then 2 tablespoons of parsley. Then you need 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, or however you say that. I know I'm going to get corrected. 2 tablespoons of no salt added tomato ketchup. I don't have the no sugar kind or no salt, but I'm just going to use what I have because it's just 2 tablespoons. Then 2 medium garlic cloves. I'm just going to use 2 scoops of that. A teaspoon of dried oregano. So got that. I am not an oregano person. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I prefer the pink Himalayan salt. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all that together in my bowl, make it into like a little meatloaf. Separately, what we will need for this really unique glaze, what we're going to do is make the meatloaf first. Preheat your oven to 350 and then a 9 by 5 by 3 inch loaf pan. Going to be honest, I'll probably just put it in a regular pan. Then we're going to just mix all that together. Cook it for about 45 minutes at 350. It's obviously not going to be done at that point. But in a saucepan, we're going to whisk together these glaze ingredients. What we need for the glaze is a half a cup of apricot. It says all fruit spread, but Aldi's does not have that. So I just got what they had. So a half a cup of fruit spread. 3 tablespoons of ketchup. 2 tablespoons of orange juice. Pulp-free kind for amigos. A tablespoon of honey. I get this at Sam's Club. Cheapest place to find that. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Then we need a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. I don't have ginger, so I'm going to find something to sub that with. And then 1/4 teaspoon of red hot pepper sauce. I couldn't find that, so what you can do is sub it for 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper or a couple teaspoons of hot sauce. So all we're going to do is mix that together in the saucepan for about 8 minutes. And then we're going to just pour that over top of the meatloaf once it's cooked for 45 minutes and bake for about 15 extra minutes with that glaze. And hopefully this will turn out tasting really, really good. Like I said, brand new recipe. Let's go ahead and mix this, guys. 350 for 45 minutes. Okay guys, I want to make mashed sweet potatoes in my Instant Pot. All I need is an Instant Pot. Then you're going to take 4 sweet potatoes. I'm going to make a little tiny bit extra, so I'm going to put 5 in. We're going to put a cup of water in, and then we're just going to seal it and cook it. And cook it for 30 minutes, and then we're going to release the pressure once it's done. And then these will be able to just fall right off of the potato, the skins will, and we can mash them up with like some maple syrup or some brown sugar or a little bit of butter, whatever you like. It's super easy. Just use a little potato masher because they'll be so soft and tender. Let's go ahead and do that. Put this back in the oven for about 15 or 20 minutes, guys.
I'll be here waiting. I'll be here waiting.
Okay guys, here is the dinner. This is the mashed sweet potatoes. I'm going to tell you they were not all the way done, so I had to throw some of them because they were not done at 30 minutes. I don't know if it's because I put the extra one in, but need more time. Next time I'll just use the microwave. But I just ground them up. I put a little bit of half and half in them, a little bit of brown sugar, and a little bit of pumpkin spice because I didn't have any cinnamon. So, got those, and then here is that beautiful meatloaf. It's all glazed and pretty. I also made some spinach. And I made some homemade mashed potatoes. Also made some cookies to take over to the grandparents. And I made them some meatloaf in another tray and some corn. And then I've got corn for them and mashed potatoes and cookies. And this is all meatloaf. So yeah, I've been in the kitchen for hours, guys. But our meatloaf looks really good for tonight. The kids will probably be eating the other meatloaf because they're not crazy about the fact that I put apricots on this, but it looks pretty. So there is dinner. There is the sweet mashed potatoes, the apricot glazed sweet meatloaf, and there is some spinach that I cooked up with a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of olive oil. So easy, nutritious dinner, guys. And the family already ate some of it. They said it was definitely a different type of meatloaf, but they liked it. So really different, unique meal. Okay guys, you know I'm all about easy. So tonight I'm going to try to make something a little lightened up, less cholesterol, sort of. It's got cheese in it. I'm going to make chicken burgers. I've made the avocado ones before, so I wanted to make something a little different. I did love the avocado chicken burgers. I'll have to find what video that was in. They were amazing. So these are going to be ranch chicken burgers. So I thought the ingredients were so minimal, and let me tell you, ground chicken is really healthy for you. You just gotta make it right, because sometimes it can taste so nasty. My husband would not eat this for the longest time, but if you can make the right recipe, you can get your family on board to eat it. And so all you need for this is 2 pounds of ground chicken, which this is this is cheap at Aldi's. I can't remember how much it is. It's not even $3. You need a pack of ranch seasoning, also Aldi's, very friendly on price. You need an egg. But I'm going to sub it out for 3 tablespoons of the egg whites because that's equal to 1 egg. Then you need If you wanted to like crush your own garlic and go through all that mess, you would need 3 garlic cloves smashed, but I've already got minced. So I'm just going to throw that in. I always throw extra garlic in anyway. Then you need 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. Just regular ones, no flavoring. I'm going to mix panko and regular with mine because I have a little bit left to use. 1/2 cup of diced onion. I'm going to use the whole thing because it's a little one. And 1/2 cup of cheese. So use whatever kind of cheese you want. I've just got that on hand. That's what I'm going to mix. I'm going to form this all together after I dice my onion and make little patties. And that's going to be chicken burgers. And you can serve whatever you want on them. Put them on buns. You can put avocado on them. You can put, whatever sauce you want on them. But I'm going to make those. And then I'm going to try to find a healthy side to make that's maybe new. I was going to try to get away with making some like cauliflower mac and cheese. But we'll see if I can get away with it. Because I may have to make the regular stuff too. Because my kids are like, I don't like the word cauliflower in my mac and cheese. So let's get going on this. Okay, now I'm going to make some cauliflower mashed potatoes. And all you need for this is a head of cauliflower. I'm going to use a bag. You need 1/2 tablespoon of olive oil, 4 cloves of garlic. So I'm just going to use my minced garlic. Then you need 1/2 tablespoon. So I'm going to use my fake butter because this is light. And you need 1.5 cups of chicken broth. You need some salt and pepper, and then some Parmesan cheese. You just need 1/2 cup of this, and then you can use fresh chives, like 1/2 teaspoon of chives. Which I've just got that kind. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna set this. You can saute the garlic if you want to in your Instant Pot with the olive oil, or since mine is already minced, I'm just going to put it in the bottom of it, add a little bit of the olive oil to it, or I may omit the olive oil. I'm just going to throw the garlic in. Since mine is minced and it's not fresh garlic that needs to be chopped up and sauteed, if you were doing that, you would put the olive oil in the bottom and saute it in your Instant Pot with the garlic, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put the garlic in the bottom, stir in the chicken broth, 1.5 cups, and then I'm going to put my basket, my little steamer basket, or you can use your trivet, and I'm going to put the cauliflower on that, and then I'm going to seal it and cook it on high for 3 minutes. Are going to do a quick release and let it sit in there hot for about 3 minutes, drain the liquid out, and then I'm just going to blend this up and I'm going to mix in the butter, the salt, the pepper, and just blend it in my little thing until it's all done. And then you can stir in your Parmesan cheese and chives, and that's it, guys. Easy. So really this just takes about 3, well, you gotta have your heating up time, but just an easy, healthier side. So let's go ahead and do this. I am so excited to eat this. Actually, I already tried this and it's so good. And it's, you know, my husband was like, I am not eating that. That's cauliflower. And it smells horrible. But then he tried it and he said, you know, it's really not that bad. So he took it to work with him. And then I put some avocado on my burger. That's how I'm going to eat it, guys. Super yummy, healthier meal. Okay, tonight's dinner is super duper easy. This is going to take minimal time to even cook this. So I did all the prep work. We're making chicken fajitas in the Instant Pot. You could do this in the crock pot if you wanted, or on the stove, but I'm going to throw everything in the Instant Pot because it literally just takes minutes. You're going to take 2 chicken breasts and thinly slice them. Dice up 1 onion. Then you need then 1 red pepper diced up or sliced up, 1 green pepper sliced up, and 1 yellow. This was in my freezer, so I'm just going to dump this in there. And then I'm going to use part of this bag because I freeze these when they're on sale in the summer or the fall or whenever they're so cheap and we can't use them all at once. I buy them in bulk and then just cut them and freeze them so I have them for all the other times I need them. 3 tablespoons of fajita seasoning, and I'll show you how to make this, but this is homemade, easy recipe, and 1/4 cup of water, and then also 1 tablespoon of oil. That's just for taste. All we're gonna do is throw all this in the crock pot, or I'm sorry, Instant Pot, and it says for 4 minutes. But anytime I cook chicken, I don't like to do it for minimal time. This is not frozen chicken. If it was frozen, you would definitely need more time. I'm gonna up it at least to 10 minutes because I don't feel right. I know the chicken will cook faster where it's thinly sliced, but I'm gonna up the time. But if you were following the recipe that's online, it says 4 minutes. Really, that's up to you guys. Let's go ahead and throw all this in there and I'll tell you how to make the fajita seasoning. Okay, if you wanted to make your own jar, little jar of fajita seasoning, you can do that. So you don't have to buy the little packets. It's healthier and it just leaves out all that extra stuff in it. Plus it's cheaper. Most of the stuff you already have on hand. All you would need is 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 4 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika. You would need 4 teaspoons of garlic powder. You would need 2 teaspoons of onion powder. You need 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. And then you would need 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And you would just mix that all together in whatever jar you want, and it stores fresh for a year with the lid on. So that is an easy way to make it. I will link this down below for you guys. Okay, so it's all done. And it's got a little kick to it, I'll go ahead and tell you that. But this is really easy, and obviously it drains. So already made the kids' plates, they're eating. Had to pick the peppers out of Lainey's because she fussed, but you know, success. Okay guys, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some simple meal ideas for the week that'll get you started off with a healthier version. And I hope you guys will give the video a big thumbs up. Say hey to me down in the comments. And I hope you guys have an awesome day and an awesome start to your new year. Love all of you guys. I'll see you next time.